It's that time of year. Migaloo, the famous white whale, has been spotted off the New South Wales south coast on his annual migration from Antarctica to Queensland. But recent sightings have caused some whale watchers to take a closer look, including our next guest, marine scientist Dr. Vanessa Perrotta, who joins us now from Sydney. Vanessa, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So I didn't know much about Migaloo. Tell us about this whale.
Migaloo is an all-white humpback whale that was first spotted off Byron Bay in 1991. And like many of the other humpback whales we see off the east coast of Australia, right now he's on his annual migration north to the warm waters of Queensland.
So is this Migaloo, the whale that has been sighted off the New South Wales coast?
Well, there were reports a few days ago which was likely to be Migaloo. However, there was no photos. But yesterday we had an aerial photo from what appeared to be a white whale. Now, having said that, whales, I must point out, I've got a little prop here. Humpback whales are very dark on their backside, but on the underside, they can be white. So when we see these animals from the air, it can be a little tricky to tell if it's Migaloo or not. Having said that, there was a sighting down near Port Macquarie by people on land as well as people on water who have seen Migaloo at least 7 times and have photographed him many of times and say 99% that was the Migaloo famous white whale.
Oh, excellent. And if that's the case, Migaloo was looking fairly good compared to, I believe, his last sighting when he didn't look that flash, Vanessa.
Yes, that's right. So humpback whales can vary in body conditions, and that's good for us to observe. And hopefully this year he's fed up over the Antarctic summer, I should say, our Australian summer, when we're all having our Christmas dinner and lunches. They're down in Antarctica feeding on Antarctic krill, and then they put on a lot of body weight over the summer, and then they make that journey up towards the warmer waters where we hopefully will see them looking in really good shape.
Excellent. So we have viewers all up along the Australian east coast. So where could he be seen if it indeed is Migaloo over the next few days or weeks?
Oh, that's $1 million question. I know people in the Gold Coast are eagerly awaiting to see this whale. People are booking in on whale watching cruises, and I guess the thing is, we don't really know, because while he could stick close to shore, he may divert your attention to offshore and go further offshore. It does change, especially when migrating with different humpback whales. They're very social animals, and that might ask them to maybe divert to the left or to the right, or simply he might go up north along the coast where people, in fact millions of people, are likely to see him. And that's a really important point, because so many people want to see this world famous whale that there are special rules in place to ensure he's protected. And so if you're on a boat, you need to at least stay 500 metres away from him. And if you do see him, you can lodge all sightings at migaloo.org.au.
Very handy advice. Then again, Vanessa, he could be like a lot of other celebrities and just get sick to death of the paparazzi and just wants to hide.
It could have been the case yesterday. He was sighted by many people and then he just disappeared.
Hey, is it true that the Migaloo could possibly live to 100 years old, if not older?
Well, potentially. For humpback whales, their longevity or their lifespan is likely 50 or 80 plus. There are some whales, like the bowhead whale in the Arctic, that can live over 200 years old. So I don't think he can live to maybe 200 years old, but potentially over 100 years, yes.
I've learned so much from this conversation, Vanessa. Great chatting to you. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
Vanessa Perrotta there, marine scientist. And yes, if you're lucky enough to live near the coast along the north coast of New South Wales all the way up to North Queensland, keep an eye out for Migaloo, the camera shy Migaloo at times.
It's a very big ocean out there.